Downtown Madison police and local businesses preparing for large-scale protests this weekend.
Plus, nearly 5 years after it happened, Diddy and Milligan Cambria indicted on federal crimes related to the deadly explosion.
And later, why Governor Evers is now getting involved in a murder case from back in the 80s. News 3 Now at 6 starts right now. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Charlotte will be back on Memorial Day. Tonight, 4 out of the 5 days this week, we have set new record high temperatures.
That's right. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, also today, all going into the record books. But tonight, it is the storm threat we're keeping an eye on. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti with a look at our certified most accurate forecast. Gary?
You know, it has also been very humid, and we've also set records for the warmest low temperatures for the last 4 nights as well. Very, very unusual. Visible cloud track shows plenty of sunshine today, but watch as thunderstorms start to develop right along the Mississippi River in western Illinois, and they're starting to expand northward towards southern Wisconsin. Storm Prediction Center does have a slight risk, or level 2 risk, of severe thunderstorms from Madison southward into western Illinois, and that's where the storms have been firing up just over the last couple of hours. That's a 3-hour radar loop, so you can see they go from practically nothing to thunderstorms that are now moving into parts of southern Greene County, just to the south of Monroe, extending up into areas just to the south of Dane County, right around Belleville, and just to the east of New Glarus. Farther to the south, there are severe thunderstorm warnings over parts of western Illinois, so we're going to keep an eye on this to see the potential for severe weather tonight. High temperature today, 92 degrees. That broke the old record high of 88 by 4 degrees. Yesterday, we broke the record by 8 degrees, and here are the high temperatures. These are the unofficial highs. Again, Madison did hit 92. Most of southern Wisconsin saw temperatures in the 90s today. Current temperatures are still in the mid-80s to around 90 degrees. The dew point temperatures are a little bit less. It's not quite as humid, but enough to certainly get those thunderstorms popping. So look for scattered showers and thunderstorms tonight. Tomorrow will be warm, but notice the high of 82, a little bit less than we've seen in recent days. Not enough to set a record for tomorrow, and then we'll see more temperate weather for the rest of next week. I'll have more on that in the forecast in just a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. And with those severe storm chances tonight, it'll be important to stay up to date on the forecast. The best way to do that away from your TV or computer, simply download our free Channel 3000 weather app.
In Washington today, after a bill to codify Roe v. Wade failed to pass the Senate this week, Democrats are turning up the heat. Today, dozens of them gathered on the steps of the Capitol to voice their support for reproductive rights. We won't know until this time tomorrow just how many people show up at the state Capitol, but Madison police are preparing for thousands at a rally to protest the potential Roe v. Wade overturn.
A similar protest earlier this month drew over 1,000 people who eventually marched down State Street, where businesses are preparing to see similar things this weekend. Our Brett Hamilton, live downtown, has the very latest information regarding Saturday's gathering. Brad?
Eric and Susan, in a statement today, Madison Police Chief Sean Barnes says that he's just hoping for another peaceful weekend of protesting, and so too are businesses that we spoke with here downtown. With a weekend that could draw many people downtown fast approaching, John Hayes says that he's learned to adapt.
Kind of made us more aware of what can happen because of what did happen.
The president of Goodman's Jewelers saw his small business broken into and looted during a 2020 protest. It led to months of repairs and memories that won't fade, but nothing hurt more than what Hayes calls a false perception that State Street was now dangerous.
So it definitely affected how much business we did and how much business we were able to do because people were afraid to come downtown.
Hayes says that he doesn't expect Saturday's abortion rally to be anything but a peaceful protest this weekend, and Madison police expect it will draw more than 1,000 people to the Capitol steps.
I don't think this particular event is going to have any negative effect other than maybe some people that don't come downtown.
However, Madison Police Chief Sean Barnes said in a statement this morning they are working with several agencies to make sure it does. This includes beefing up MPD patrol, bringing in mounted officers, and putting in place a command center. Capitol Police will also handle security on Capitol grounds. Regardless, both police and Hayes believe people do have a right to speak their mind, no matter where they stand on the issue.
Everybody has the right to speak their own mind. Let them speak, do what they feel is in their heart, and let the other person say their thing.
We did just hear from Capitol Police tonight, who said in a statement that they are aware of tomorrow's protest and that they will be handling this with several different agencies to make sure that everything is safe.
Brad Hamilton reporting live for us. Brad, thank you. News 3 Now will be covering this all weekend live at these events to bring you the very latest developments. So stay with News 3 and be the first to know.
This month marks 5 years since a deadly explosion at Diddy and Milling in Cambria. And just this week, the company and several managers have been federally indicted. 5 people died there. It was May 31st of 2017. The 36-page indictment from a federal grand jury alleges the company failed to keep up with cleanings that were required by federal law and then falsified records to make it look like they did the cleanings. OSHA says dust filters at the plant weren't properly ventilated, leading to the explosion. The company today issuing a statement offering thoughts and prayers to the family, also saying, quote, "We are disappointed the government has decided to pursue these unwarranted charges. What happened on May 31st 5 years ago was a horrible accident, not a criminal act." And an update tonight about the 2 dead dogs found in garbage bags along the Ice Age Trail this week off Raymond Road. The Dane County Sheriff's Office says it has found the dog's owner and has determined the deaths were accidental. No criminal charges or citations will be issued.
Check this out. These photos are from the Oconto County Sheriff's Department overnight. This is a department vehicle. They say floodwater undermined a 4-foot section of a culvert pipe, and when he drove over it, the pavement gave way. It fell in, the airbags deployed, and the car became stuck. Luckily, the officer was not hurt and was able to get out with his canine in tow. The family of a murder victim is optimistic tonight, just a few hours after meeting with Governor Evers this morning. They hope he can convince the parole board to not release the man who killed Johanna Balsewicz in 1997. But simply convincing the governor isn't enough. Our political reporter Will Keneally explains. Will?
Susan, that's right. The governor appoints the head of the state's parole commission, but Evers doesn't get to make the parole decisions himself. That's why he wrote a letter today urging John Tate to rescind the parole for Johanna Balsewicz's husband, Douglas, who murdered her 25 years ago. He's been in prison ever since. Tate says, though, he may not be able to rescind the parole once approved. Johanna's family is worried.
We just don't want Doug on the streets. A reversal of this parole. He has not served enough time, and we're all scared out here.
So Tate tells the Racine Journal-Times that Johanna's husband would have to do something to have his parole revoked. In his letter, Evers says that the correct process wasn't followed, that the family did not have enough input, which would let Tate reconsider the parole. And Douglas would be eligible for parole as soon as next Tuesday, but that wouldn't necessarily mean he would be released on that date. We have multiple requests out to the Parole Commission about the letter, but have not heard back.
We will continue to follow it. Will, thank you. A quick COVID update from the Department of Health Services. Cases are again rising in the state, so much so that 7 Wisconsin counties are now back in the high level of transmission, which means the CDC recommends the return to mask use. DHS says more than 2,000 new cases have been reported in the past 24 hours.
Happy update tonight. The dog in Green Bay, you might recall, was left tied to this fire hydrant. Well, that pup has now found her forever home. Didn't take long for the internet sensation to get adopted. Within a day of being available for adoption, the Wisconsin Humane Society up there in the Fox Valley says a family has stepped forward to care for Baby Girl. Her previous owner had tied the dog to that fire hydrant last week in hopes that a good family would take her in. And still ahead tonight, a changing of the guard ceremony for the National Guard.
Plus, a local Olympic athlete getting something done today that hasn't happened in more than 4 years. This News 3 Now exclusive coming up next.
There are so many things we take for granted, and along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for granted too. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living? And through no fault of their own, they're being left behind. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy, water, and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
At Weedman Lawn Care, we believe that a lush, beautiful lawn should be enjoyed by the whole family. That's why we offer a kid and pet-friendly program to create a healthier, greener, weed-free lawn that your whole family can enjoy. Our program includes effective applications of targeted weed control and slow-release golf course quality fertilizer to achieve real results. Call or click today for your free quote, or sign up now and see the Weedman difference. Doesn't your family deserve a Weedman lawn?
I just scratch my head over these career politicians. They get in there and they just never want to leave. I'm going to give this my all for 4 years, work very hard. I'm going to do it for the greater good of all the people of Wisconsin, not the special interests. I think the lobbyists are not going to like me at all. They're going to be very frustrated. I'm not beholden to them. Didn't take any money from them, won't take any money from them. I'm going to do what's right for all the people of Wisconsin.
Tim Michaels for governor.
It's time to set the record straight on who has the best beef. This is the Hy-Vee Beef Standards Book, and here's all you really need to know. Hy-Vee's pickier. Their cattle are even hand-selected. Some make claims, but Hy-Vee has the best beef. That's a fact. So enjoy your Hy-Vee steak this weekend. You've earned it.
Watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back. A major backup this afternoon along the interstate. The DOT says a semi caught fire near Linden Station. That fire could be seen from this traffic camera showing the backup in the eastbound lanes. They've since been cleared, and we've gotten word. We have not gotten word, I should say, if there were any injuries involved here. Next at 6, a pair of commencements today for Madison College, one of them for the Next Gen Responders Academy.
Today's event is recognizing nearly 30 high school students who completed the Fire Academy, Emergency Medical Responder, or both classes at Madison College. Students who graduate from the program become certified firefighters, which is something that is in high demand right now.
Well, this is like a really competitive field. You know, it's all about, when you're looking to get hired places, it's all about what certifications you have, what experience you have, and putting this kind of stuff on a resume is going to look really good, and it's going to put you ahead of other people that are also applying.
And then happening right now, about 1,100 Madison College students are celebrating spring commencement at the Alliant Energy Center Coliseum. Of those, about 700 will be walking in the graduation ceremony.
The Wisconsin Army National Guard hosting a change of guard ceremony this afternoon in Madison. Brigadier General Matthew Strub formally succeeding retiring Brigadier General Joan Matthews as the Wisconsin National Guard's Deputy Adjutant General. In this new role, Strub will now assume command of the more than 7,000 citizen soldiers of the Wisconsin Army National Guard. Now, Brigadier General Matthews retiring now after a groundbreaking career during which she became the Wisconsin National Guard's first female and Native American Deputy Adjutant General for Army Chief of Staff and Brigade Commander. A few weeks ago, our Naomi Coles interviewed her to talk about her historic career, and you can watch that story on our website, channel3000.com. All right, check this out. It's a story you'll only see on News 3 Now. Olympic gold medalist, curler, McFarland native Matt Hamilton trimming his famous locks today, donating his hair to support brain cancer research.
Once I realized the platform I did have, I thought it was a great chance to, you know, try and give back to the community and do something that is near and dear to me.
Well, today he visited a local Great Clip salon, getting his hair cut for the first time in 4 years. It's to raise awareness and money for brain cancer research through his work with Stash Strong. Matt's hair will then be donated to Wigs for Kids for children experiencing hair loss due to medical conditions.
Way to go, Matt.
Looking clean.
Looking good.
It is looking at 4 years.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Great job, Matt.
Still ahead tonight at 6 as the summer months get underway. It's been a growing problem across the state. A closer look at the Little League umpire shortage when we come back.
Plus, a chance for severe storms tonight. Gary Canalti will have his updated forecast and a preview of the weekend. Stay with us.
The best mattress deals in Wisconsin start now at Ashley. This Memorial Day, save $1,000 on Sealy and Serta. Save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic. Plus, get $300 in free furniture. Doorbusters up to 60% off. And special financing for 60 months. Starting right now.
When we bought this house, we knew we wanted our backyard to shine. And Menard's huge selection helped us achieve that. They had everything we needed for those summer grill outs. Plenty of seating for entertaining all our friends. Fire pits for cozying up. And bistros for when it's just us. Our backyard is the place to be, and we have Menards to thank for that. Right now, get this 3-piece wood bistro set for just $169 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
It's
the Memorial Day sale at Steinhafels. Save big with store-wide savings up to 75% off. Plus, take advantage of great bonus buys like a Beauty Rest Queen mattress just $3.99. This sofa now $5.99. A queen storage bed only $7.89. And take an extra 5% off all Canadel dining. Create your outdoor oasis with an extra 10% off all patio. All this and so much more. It's the Memorial Day sale. Relax. It's Steinhafels.
Govan Cars is having a huge spring sale with the largest selection of vehicles under $14,995 or $225 per month. Don't miss out on our spring sale with the best selection of SUVs and cars under $14,995 or $225 per month. We have one of the largest selections of vehicles in Dane County with over 500 vehicles in stock. So just come on in and ask for me, Crystal the Pistol Govan. Go to Govan Cars East or West.
You gotta go to Govan, GovanCars.com.
Trust your feet to Morgan's Shoes.
Birkenstock, a trusted name you've come to know, is back in stock. Birkenstock is footwear built for adventure, all-day play, and even an effortless wedge. A new heel with the same great feel. With nearly 250 years in the fine art of shoemaking, choosing Birkenstock means choosing the best in quality, comfort, and craftsmanship.
Comfort with style. Trust your feet to Morgan Shoes.
Morgan Shoes, Hilldale.
The savings do not get better than this. Ashley's Memorial Day sale starts now. Holiday doorbusters are up to 64% off, plus up to an additional 10% off at checkout. Furnish entire rooms for only $14 per month and special financing for 60 months, starting right now.
Welcome back. We're taking a live look downtown Milwaukee at the now famed Deer District outside Fiserv Forum. Tonight, starting about 15 minutes, the Bucks will try to close out the series against the Boston Celtics. We'll have more in the game coming up in sports, and of course, the highlights tonight at 10. As summer gets underway, kids have been waiting a long time to finally get back out on the diamond for both baseball and softball season.
But around Wisconsin, an umpire shortage is making it a little more difficult to play. Ben Helwig has more on why umps need more people to step up to the plate.
It's for the kids. You know, I umpire for the kids.
Wausau Youth Baseball and Softball has had this shortage all season.
We're at the point of pulling parents or kids out of the stands just to have a field umpire just so the game can go on.
This year has been challenging by itself. A long winter has changed schedules, especially for a large portion of the league's umps.
A lot of our umpires are high school kids, and they're finishing up their spring sports season right now.
Another thing, the growing hesitation from umps to deal with unruly fans.
We haven't had any issues in our league, you know, which is a good thing. We have a few, you're going to have your crazy ones, but we haven't had to throw anybody out or eject anybody from any game for that.
Instead, the experience should be rewarding. Just ask Gary Stockwell, who's been umpiring games for almost 30 years.
I absolutely love baseball. I love the fact that the kids, they come out here, they're smiling, they're enjoying the game, they're running hard and playing hard, and they're learning. And every year you see them, they get taller and they get better, and they have more fun as it goes along. It's great.
For those nervous about trying it, they'll get proper training.
We always try to pair a younger umpire with an older umpire. For today, I'm umpiring with Aiden. He's 13, and he's already been umpiring for 2 years.
Overall, it's an opportunity to share the tradition with the next generation.
Come on out and try. It'll be such a blast. You're going to have a good time.
That was Ben Helwig reporting, and in that league in Wausau, umpires are given either $20 or $50 quick trip gift cards per game, depending on the level.
Yeah, we're recruiting Gary to go out and ump some games. He loves baseball. The weather has felt a little bit more like summer baseball weather. We might have some storms moving in, Gary.
Yeah, we've had record high temperatures over the last 4 days in a row here in Madison. Today, record highs set in Rockford, Green Bay, Madison, Wausau. All of those cities hit 92 degrees. La Crosse hit 90 for a record. Chicago tied a record at 89 degrees. Here in Madison, 4 days in a row. Not only record high temperatures, but also record warm overnight low temperatures. And look at how far above the records we were. You know, yesterday we broke a record by 8 degrees. Today it was by 4 degrees. So that's very significant. And you can see we do have an alert day in the forecast for this evening. Could see some isolated strong to severe thunderstorms. Probably high winds and heavy rain the main threats. There could be some hail as well. In fact, if we take a look at high-resolution radar, these storms may start to be producing hail just to the west of Broadhead and down toward the Illinois state line south of Monroe. Right now, the strongest cell just northeast of Monroe, heading to the northeast. That would bring it to Albany by about 6:21. The storms are moving at about 25 to 30 miles per hour, so they're dumping heavy amounts of rain and also bringing some lightning as well as hail as well. Farther to the south, severe thunderstorm warnings in effect for parts of this line. Earlier, this produced some tornado touchdowns near Monmouth, Illinois. But it's part of a line of thunderstorms starting to develop just ahead of a cold front that will move eastward and break the heat. Temperatures will still be warm for tomorrow, but it won't be as hot as the last few days. Severe weather threat, slight risk or level 2 from Madison southward into northern Illinois. There's that window of opportunity for the next couple of hours for severe weather to develop. Then the severe weather threat will die down overnight. High temperatures today, 90s over our part of the Midwest. In fact, we're probably the part of the country right now, at least in this part of the country, that has the hottest temperatures. Farther to the south, temperatures are very warm, but they had more humidity, and that just prevented them from getting up to the lower 90s. They were in the upper 80s. But as that moisture flows northward with the jet stream here, you can see those thunderstorms developing very rapidly in about a 2 to 3 hour period. And as they continue to move off toward the east and northeast, that will bring the threat for at least some heavy downpours as well as gusty winds. But here's the cold front. Right now, it divides warm but drier air out to the west, the slightly more humid air to the east across the eastern portion of Wisconsin. You can see temperatures in the lower to middle 80s near Lake Michigan, 90 here in Madison, but then temperatures drop off into the lower 80s to the west. More importantly, the dew point temperatures are around 60 or just close to it in Madison. To the west, those dew points drop off. So as that drier air moves in, that's providing the lift for these thunderstorms. And right now, we're still at 89 degrees, or the heat index is 89 in Madison, 89 in Rockford. But notice out to the west, those heat index readings come down, and so the weather becomes more comfortable. That's what we'll see for tomorrow. Tonight, showers, thunderstorms. This evening, possibility for an isolated strong to severe thunderstorm with heavy rain and gusty winds. Low temperature dropping to 63. Tomorrow, a slight chance for a shower or thunderstorm early, then partly sunny and warm, a little less humid. High temperature still well above normal at 82. On future track, you can see those scattered showers and thunderstorms this evening. Possibility of them overnight. Low temperatures lower 60s. Tomorrow, mainly dry during the day, highs in the lower 80s. A chance for a shower or thunderstorm tomorrow evening, lows in the middle 50s. And a chance for a few showers and thunderstorms on Sunday. Little cooler, high temperature around 70 degrees. Rainfall amounts, some areas could pick up 1 to 2 inches in a heavier thunderstorm. Nearby, you might see less than 1/4 of an inch. Just depends on where those storms end up. 7 to 10 day forecast. Temperatures closer to normal for next week. The upper 60s to around 70. Then we warm up toward the end of the week with some thunderstorm chances from Saturday into Sunday of next weekend.
Could it be Bucks and 6 tonight? We hear from the Greek Freak one more time before tip-off. That's coming up next in sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
$6 for the best kind of wings, paired with the best kind of celery sticks. Crinkle fries. Arby's, we have the meat.
How do you use your energy? Giving back to your community? Fueling your drive to deliver hope for neighbors in need? At Alliant Energy, we're creating more clean, renewable energy every single day to power what matters to you. Because even during the most powerful moments in our lives, we're not thinking about power. We're thinking about a brighter future. Alliant Energy, powering beyond.
No way. Garrett got the skag. Oh, look at that thing mow. I wonder if he'll let me borrow it. Yep, mower envy. I gotta get one too.
The moment you know you want a skag. Skag. Simply the best.
Best things in life are free.
Just wait until he hears about free installation from Feldco.
Free installation? Are you kidding me? Yeah!
Free installation on windows, siding, doors, and roofing. Plus no interest for 1 year. That's something to get excited about.
Free installation ends soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Love knows we damage our hair a lot.
My hair, I curl it.
I have to use a lot of heat. New Dove Hair Therapy shampoo and conditioner with ceramide and peptide. It nourishes at a cellular level to rescue damaged hair. Discover 10 times stronger hair with new Dove Hair Therapy Rescue and Protect.
I got nothing to eat.
Nothing.
Hold on, I can do something.
Turning nothing into something.
Turning nothing into something. It's amazing what you can do with nothing and a little helpings.
4 students and 1 teacher on a mission.
Trying to rethink how schools could be.
Chris Stanford takes you inside a Madison micro school where the students have a big say in what they learn about. Eye on Education, Sunday on News 3 Now at 10.
Big news coming from Wisconsin football today with rumors of NCAA violations swirling. Inside linebackers coach Bill Sheridan is resigning. Sheridan just joined the team a few months ago. He formally resigned on Monday, but the team just announced it this afternoon. Before coming to Madison, Sheridan coached at the Air Force, where he reportedly violated NCAA rules. He said in a statement, "While I look forward to presenting my case at a hearing, I am concerned that the NCAA investigation regarding activities that occurred prior to me joining the Wisconsin football staff could be a distraction, which could cause harm to the program." One win, that's all the Bucs need to send the Celtics packing and punch their ticket to the conference finals. And the reality of tonight, well, that was made possible because of what the Bucs did just a couple nights ago in Boston, leaving it all on the court. And I mean leaving it all. From Giannis's game-high 40 to actual blood and sweat, picking up that win, taking the series lead on the road means that in just a couple of minutes, it could be the first Bucs in 6 of this year's playoffs. But this team isn't getting ahead of themselves.
We can get too high, too low. Like, we were up 7 or 10 the previous game. We lost it. They were up. They lost this one. Like, we just keep going back and forth, you know. And at the end of the day, like, we can get too high for this. You know, obviously it's great to win the game and great to go back home and feel good about ourselves. But the job's not done.
The Madison Capitals set their season sights on greater things. Be the team that wins the most games in a single season, make it to the playoffs, and then have a shot to play for the Clark Cup. Well, check, check, and check. The Mad Caps are now the Eastern Conference champions after blowing out Muskegon in a win-or-go-home Game 5. And for the first time in franchise history, they're just 3 wins away from hoisting the Clark Cup, a team that didn't even play a game last year.
It would mean the world. You know, I don't like to say that it would be a dream come true, because I think that when you believe in what you're doing and you believe in your teammates and you believe that you have the right people, things shouldn't come as a surprise. I think a surprise and a dream is when you're unsure of those things. But very confident group, very confident in our ability and how together we are and how close our team is. And so, but obviously that would mean the world to us if we can really finish the job here.
The Caps will face the Sioux City Musketeers in a best-of-5 series. That begins on Sunday. The puck drops at 3:05.
All right, Jordan, thank you. Gary, final check of the forecast.
Yeah, live view from the WISC-TV Skycam looking to the south. You can see storms starting to develop just to the south of Dane County. Right now, the strongest storms between Monroe and just to the south of New Glarus. These storms heading toward Dane County. So, Oregon, you can expect these storms by about 6:48. Storms have been developing pretty rapidly. They are probably producing at least some small hail as well as some heavy downpours and could eventually produce some gusty winds. But again, it's part of a line of storms just starting to develop through the central part of our viewing area.
All right, Gary, keep an eye on things for us. Thank you for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Have a great evening and a good weekend, everybody. See you back here tonight at 10.